Hi, North Plainfield. Today, Megan and I are going to show you really briefly how to do a split screen, which is where you can have two different windows up on your screen at the same time. Now, it's different for a PC, a Mac, and a Chromebook, so we're going to show you the ways to do that for each of those different operating systems. For a PC, which is what we're going to start with, what you can do is you can drag the tab or the whole screen. We'll start with the whole screen. You can drag the whole screen, and you go to the left or the right, and you see how it creates like a little grayed out area. It's going to split the screen. Okay, so to do that again, you've got a full-size screen. You just click and drag the screen itself to the left or to the right, and it will what we call snap. It'll snap to the edge. You can do this with different tabs as well. So let's say I want to have my Google Classroom open on one side and maybe my email, or maybe a best use would be my Google Meet live session on the other. So I can see my kids on one side and Google Classroom on the other. What you can do is, instead of grabbing the whole screen, you can grab a tab and just move that tab and do the same thing. As long as you're touching the edge of the screen, you're going to see that little mock square pop up, and there you go. So now I can split screen, and I can look at two different things at once. To bring the tabs back together, you can grab the tab, drag it, and drop it back on top of the other window. Okay. Now let's show you what it looks like on a Mac.
Here is how to split screen on a Mac. On the top left, you should see the red X, the yellow minimize, and the green. If you just hold your cursor over the green, usually if you click it, it puts it into full screen, or you can tile it to the left or the right. So notice I tile to the left, and here's my other tab that I have open. I click on it. I now have a split screen, two separate workspaces.
On a Chromebook, things are a little bit different still. So if I go to split screen the way I would do for a PC, you'll notice you may not see, but I'm clicking here and I'm trying to drag it, but it's not doing anything. So there are actually two different ways to do this. The first way is to double click on this bar, or even just minimize over here. They do the same thing. And once it's minimized, you can then drag it and bring it to the edge of the screen. You'll notice the grayed out area is much more pronounced on a Chromebook than a PC. And you can do it this way. And I can grab a tab too, and I can move the tab over just like the other way. And I could bring it back the other way. But I cannot do it if it is full screen. All right, there's no dragging and there's no dropping if it's full screen. So the other way to do it on a Chromebook is to actually click on the maximize, minimize button here and hold. And if I click and hold, you'll see that there are two arrows here. Left will snap the screen to the left, and right will snap the screen to the right. So let's go left, and you could do it that way. So you can either hold the maximize button and snap it that way, or if the screen is not maximized and you minimize it a little bit, then you can drag and drop it the way you would do for a PC, including individual tabs, and you will put the tabs back together in the same way. So if you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to the NP Techies at nplainfield.org, and we'll get you set up with whatever you need help with. Have a wonderful day.